Have you ever wondered how a small mistake can lead to a big disaster? Today, we're exploring this phenomenon. We live in a world where precision matters. Every day we make countless decisions and take numerous actions, many of which rely on our ability to be accurate. But sometimes, our human nature intervenes, and we make little mistakes. It's these seemingly inconsequential errors that can snowball into significant consequences. Let's start with decimal errors. Picture this. You're an engineer or a financial analyst. You're working on a complex calculation, and you accidentally misplace a decimal point. This tiny mistake can lead to massive financial losses or even structural failures. Imagine a skyscraper built on calculations where a decimal was off by one place. The results could be catastrophic. Next, consider typos in code. In the age of digital dominance, coding is the backbone of our technological infrastructure. But a single error in a line of code can cause software malfunctions, open up security vulnerabilities, or even crash entire systems. It's like a domino effect, where one small misstep can set off a chain reaction of chaos. And what about spelling mistakes? They might seem harmless in a text message or a social media post, but in legal documents or contracts, they're a different beast altogether. A single misspelled word could lead to misinterpretation, potentially sparking legal disputes. Imagine the consequences if payee was misspelled as payer in a financial contract. As we delve into these examples, a common theme emerges: the power of small mistakes. These errors, while seemingly insignificant, can be the catalysts for much larger problems. They remind us of the importance of precision and the need for careful attention to detail in every aspect of our lives. So, the next time you're about to dismiss a small mistake as unimportant, remember that these minor missteps can lead to major mishaps. Whether it's a misplaced decimal, a typo in code, or a spelling error in a crucial document, the impact can be far greater than you might think. As you can see, even seemingly minute errors can have drastic impacts. Continuing from our previous discussion, let's delve deeper into how misplaced commas, copying and pasting errors, and ignoring warning signs can lead to catastrophe. The comma, a small punctuation mark, holds immense power. Misplacing it can twist the meaning of a sentence, leading to confusion, humor, or even disaster. Consider the sentence, "Let's eat, Grandma." A warm invitation to a meal, right? Now remove the comma, "Let's eat, Grandma." Suddenly, we're in a horror flick. On a more serious note, misplaced commas in legal documents or contracts can result in disputes, costly litigation, or unintended consequences. Next up, we have the seemingly innocuous act of copying and pasting. It's a convenient tool, but when used carelessly, especially in data entry or coding, it can wreak havoc. Imagine copying incorrect data into a financial report, or pasting a wrong code snippet into a software program. The outcomes can range from minor inconveniences to significant errors, security breaches, or even system crashes. Now, let's talk about warnings. They're there for a reason, aren't they? Yet how often do we dismiss them as being unimportant or irrelevant? Ignoring warning signs, be it in health, engineering, or any other field, can lead to catastrophic consequences. An ignored check engine light in your car might result in a costly repair down the line. Dismissing a recurring health symptom could mean missing an early diagnosis of a serious condition. Overlooking a structural flaw in an engineering project could lead to a catastrophic failure. Each of these examples underscores the importance of attention to detail. They highlight that mistakes, however small, can have a ripple effect, causing disproportionately large consequences. It's a stark reminder that we should never underestimate the power of a comma, the potential pitfalls of copying and pasting, or the importance of heeding warnings. Isn't it fascinating how such small oversights can completely change the outcome? Scene script. Next, we're going to look at how assuming units, not double-checking default settings, and emailing errors can have serious repercussions. Let's start with assuming units. In scientific experiments or engineering designs, units of measurement are vital. Imagine designing a spacecraft using metric units, but the construction team uses imperial units. The result? A spacecraft that doesn't fit together. This isn't a fictional scenario. It happened with the Mars Climate Orbiter. leading to a loss of over $325 million. So never assume units. Always specify and double-check. Now let's talk about default settings. They're convenient, aren't they? But convenience can sometimes lead to unintended consequences. For instance, suppose you're using a piece of software with default privacy settings that share more information than you'd like. Or perhaps a default setting in your email client sends read receipts without your knowledge. These might seem like small issues, but they can lead to privacy invasions or even security vulnerabilities. So, always review and adjust your default settings. Lastly, we have emailing errors. In our fast-paced digital world, emails are a common form of communication, but a rushed email can lead to serious missteps. Sending sensitive information to the wrong recipient or including incorrect details in a professional email can damage reputations, breach confidentiality, and even result in legal disputes. So, take a moment to double-check your emails before you hit send. In summary, assumptions and defaults can lead us down a dangerous path. Whether it's assuming units in a scientific experiment, not double-checking default settings, or making emailing errors, these seemingly small oversights can have serious consequences. They can lead to financial losses, privacy invasions, damaged reputations, and much more. So, never underestimate the power of a minor oversight. In this segment, we'll discuss how neglecting small health issues, delaying decision-making, and not backing up data can turn into major problems. Firstly, let's delve into the realm of health. We all have a tendency to shrug off minor health symptoms, brushing them off as nothing more than temporary discomforts. But what if that nagging cough isn't just a passing cold? Or that persistent headache isn't just stress? By ignoring these seemingly minor health symptoms, we might be allowing more severe health conditions to fester and grow. Early detection is key in many health situations, so never neglect what your body is trying to tell you. Now, let's talk about decision-making. We've all been guilty of procrastination at some point, pushing off decisions until the very last minute. But when it comes to critical decisions, especially those that could shape our lives or careers, delay can lead to missed opportunities or the escalation of problems. For instance, think about a time when you put off making a decision, only for the situation to worsen over time. The cost of inaction can sometimes be far greater than the cost of making a wrong decision. Lastly, let's touch on the importance of backing up data. In a digital age where we store everything from our precious memories to crucial work files on our devices, forgetting to back up data can be a devastating mistake. Imagine losing years of photos, documents, and files in a system crash or data corruption. Regularly backing up data ensures that even in the face of such an event, your data remains secure and retrievable. So whether it's taking care of our health, making decisions promptly, or ensuring the safety of our data, it's clear that these seemingly small tasks have a major impact on our lives. And while these tasks may seem mundane or unimportant, remember that it's often the small things that make the biggest difference. The consequences of these small mistakes are anything but small. To wrap up our discussion, let's focus on the importance of attention to detail. The power of small mistakes is undeniable. As we've explored, a misplaced decimal point can turn a profitable venture into a financial nightmare. A minor typo in a line of code can trigger software glitches, security breaches, or even system crashes. And a seemingly innocent spelling mistake in a legal document or contract might cause a whirlwind of legal disputes. Then, there are the details that lurk beneath the surface, the devil in the details, if you will. A misplaced comma can radically alter the meaning of a sentence, while copying and pasting errors can wreak havoc, especially in data entry or coding. We also can't underestimate the peril of assumptions and defaults. Ignoring early warning signs can lead to catastrophic outcomes in fields like health or engineering. Misinterpreting units of measurement can derail scientific experiments or engineering designs. And not double-checking default settings can leave us exposed to unintended actions or security vulnerabilities. Procrastination and negligence, too, can have severe repercussions. Delaying critical decisions can escalate problems or cause us to miss opportunities. Neglecting routine maintenance can lead to unexpected breakdowns and costly repairs. And ignoring minor health symptoms can escalate into severe health conditions. But here's the silver lining. By paying attention to detail, we can avoid these pitfalls. Vigilance is our most powerful tool in preventing small mistakes from snowballing into significant problems. Whether it's proofreading an important document, ensuring we're sending an email to the correct recipient, or regularly backing up data to avoid catastrophic losses, it's the little things that often make the biggest difference. As we navigate through life, we must remember the importance of scrutinizing the minute details. The devil is indeed in the details, but so is the solution. By paying attention to the small things, we can avoid the big problems. Remember, even the smallest mistake can have far-reaching consequences. Pay attention to the details, and you can prevent a minor error from becoming a major disaster.